Knocked his ass out and kissed him on the cheek. He fucked up just by thinking I was sweet. I run the city, might have thought I was some cliques. You never heard someone like this upon the beat. Tutti fruity, the booty duty is jury duty. Moody foodies, jacuzzis is filled with bougie booties. All of this money, don't know how to count it, man. I think I need a computer. I can't live in deep, man. I live at the funeral. I got no need for a shooter. I'm getting bigger, getting bigger. Do you want to reconsider? Lost control of a killer. I'm getting bigger, getting bigger. The old label's drug dealers, If you build it, homie, they will come. If you turning up to save me some. Drop down to get your ego on. I don't care for boring people. I think you're lame. I only politic with goons while out the frame. Better take another shot, bitch. It's not a game. I'll beat it out the frame. Baraka, waka, flock of flame. I am belligerent. You know that I have a problem with acting a fool. I don't talk to police. I know nothing. I swear to God that shit is not true. I'm a barbarian.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Dan Weekly Update. It is Tuesday, November 12th at 6:47 p.m. Holy shit, and Yachts just popped in. What's up, Yachts? Wow, you were right on time.
Right on. How's it going? It's crazy. I just finished the pizza, just cut it up, and just ran into the bedroom.
Hell yeah. How's the week been?
Oh, it's been crazy. You wouldn't believe what happened to me this weekend, man. So I've been cleaning up the leaves, right? Outside,
yeah,
like we got a bunch of freaking oak leaves, and so I threw them all in the back of my truck and brought them to the dump. And you know, you have this area where you compost and you throw it out. So I was swiping the rest that were in the back of the car, and there goes my wedding ring, man, right into this huge ass pile of freaking leaves. And so I ended up sitting there freaking sifting through. So I'm sifting through the leaves, and then like two people come up and like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I lost my wedding ring." And before you know it, I had like a dozen people sitting there, all sifting through the leaves. And an hour later, I found it. I found it.
Thank God you found it. Too bad your wife wasn't cheap and got you a fake ring, because then you can use just a magnet. I guess you should get a metal detector so that doesn't happen again.
Well, it's titanium, so it wouldn't have came up on the metal detector. And but. It was awesome. When we found it, I was like, I found it, and everybody was high-fiving and hugging each other. It was a pretty cool moment for just like these random people to coming to the dump to come together and help me find my ring. So,
that is pretty cool. That would have sucked, man. Holy shit. Would you even be here to talk to us right now if you didn't find it?
I don't want to go down that path. I don't want to go down that path, man.
Well, medium rare is he feels the same as I do. So that's awesome that you found it. And that's good, right? Listen, when you're part of a community, right? People help each other out. That's why the Dan community sticks out like it does so much. Listen, people, if you're just tuning in and you don't know what Dan is, you have a problem. Okay, go to DanXRD.xyz. And learn more. Dan started as a meme coin on the Radix blockchain, and it has since become the utility token on the Radix blockchain with passive income payouts that are going to start quarterly very, very soon. And we have a trading bot thanks to our partnership with Nebula Innovations that should be launching extremely quickly. Actually, I have some updates about that. Yachts. I spoke to Aaron, our dev, this morning at like 5 a.m. So bro, he still ain't going to sleep. I think it was 2 in the morning his time because he's PST. And yeah, he still hadn't slept. He was just working on Dan stuff. So I guess we should just jump right into this. First, we can look at this chart. For anyone that doesn't know, Dan, this is our 6-month chart. Things are looking good. This is nothing at this point. This is just talking about what we're going to do. When staking comes out and this bot is live, which is literally any day now, this is going to be, small fries here. Actually, there's a bit of a dip today. Listen, people are going to sell sometimes. That's okay, right? There's your 1-day chart. So get out there and eat that dip, because this price, this isn't going to happen very often. So I would scoop that up as soon as you can. So let me find these Kumadroid updates. Actually, I think I have them in Telegram here. So what happened with the bot, is almost as soon as we were about to release the bot, and Kraken changed how their API works. Actually, Aaron explained it on last week's weekly update. And actually, it's kind of good timing, right? It's better that it had, I think you had said this last week. Yeah, it's right. Like, imagine if we would have launched and then Kraken changed how their API works, because then it would have looked like the bot crashed.
Absolutely. Like it was perfect timing. And yeah, no, now we have the time to get it right before we launch it to the community. And then we won't have to be answering 100 tickets of hundreds and hundreds of tickets of like, why isn't this working? We can just explain it here on our weekly update, which we do every week, which is so we'll keep you update with everything. And yeah, so we'll get that all straightened out. And then once it's ready to rock, it'll be good to go. Make sure that we'll test it out, of course, and make sure that it's I know that you were saying, Machinist, that you were doing that, making sure that they were doing the proper trades and everything like that. And once we know that it's all good, then we'll release it to everybody.
Yeah. And honestly, right now we could release it. Like, it is up and running. It's just running on Femex, right? We want this we had said Kraken, and without having Kraken, it's not the full package yet, right? So when we release this, we want it to be the full package and be ready to go. So here's the updates from Nebula. So their first was the Kraken fix, right? And this was posted early this morning. It says the Kraken issue has been resolved and the fix should be deployed within the next 24 hours. Thank you for your patience. So hopefully by tomorrow morning, we might be ready to go. And I check the bot every single day. I just left my Kraken API key hooked up. So as soon as it starts running that Kraken API key, we're going to be good to go. Neural network progress. So this bot does have AI, basically its own neural network. It says it's currently at Epoch 20. We're still in the super early stages, but it's actively learning. Then it says they've also tweaked some parameters to accelerate the learning process, as they noticed it was progressing slower than expected. So now it's picked things up a bit. Trading parameters. They've manually adjusted the take profit and stop loss settings. This change was made in response to user feedback regarding trades happening too frequently. So again, this bot is already in use. There's people using it. So this isn't like something that hasn't been tried and tested before. Social media integration. So remember, he was talking about like getting data for sentiment and actually putting that in with trades, right? If something on social media looks like it's starting to gear up, then this bot can actually see that and go after it. It says they've begun scraping social media platforms for data. This is the start of the broader data gathering initiative. And then future updates. There are other platform updates on the way, but they have not been initiated yet. Stay tuned for more improvements. So actually, they said they're going to have Binance, hopefully by the end of the month. So for those of you that use Binance, you'll then be able to use Kraken, Femex, or a Binance API key. What else do they say they were going to do? I think the trading view, they got a whole new UI ready to go. So should be pretty cool. And staking, again, when I talked to him this morning, I don't want to put Aaron's business out there, and he did say, if any of you have any hate mail for him, please feel free to send it. He's in the Dan Telegram, so just ping him and tell him to hurry his ass up. But he did have a family thing happened over the weekend. It was a medical thing, but luckily everyone's okay. But when he said he had to deal with that, I didn't push. I said, that's fine. Family comes first. So it always does. So staking should be any day. All I have to do is go over it with him. We just have to go in there and try it and go over it. And while we're looking at staking, this came up in the Telegram today. People were asking about taxes with passive income. Now, this
Right.
is a recurring question. I know you know this, Yachts. How many times have we heard people bring this up over the years, right?
Oh,
How
yeah.
much you pay taxes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is definitely something that people, it's on the back of people's minds. And honestly, I didn't really have the answer for this because this is all new to me as well.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's a reason we did things the way we did. So right now, how we have this set up is we're going to have a claim function on the site. So when you get your quarterly passive income paymount, what's a paymount? An amount of
I
a
love
payment?
paymount.
Your quarterly payouts in XRD, you can actually choose when to claim that. So it's not just going to be airdropped in your wallet. So the reason that's good, right? If for whatever reason, and again, none of this is financial advice. Okay. Some people report everything to the government. Like, of course you should, right? And pay your taxes. But some other people just use anonymous wallets and, that's on them and it doesn't affect them. And the tokens just stay in the ecosystem. And who knows, right? The government only knows if you run it through a centralized exchange, which you always should, and pay your taxes, people. So yeah, but what you could do when you go to claim is actually just, you can let it sit there until, let's say, maybe you're out in international waters on a cruise or whatever your local laws are for that. If there's a specific time you'd rather claim that's beneficial to you, you can do that, because until you hit that claim button, those rewards do not legally belong to you. Okay. So that's why we did this the way we did. We didn't just airdrop payouts quarterly. And to be honest, it's on every individual to decide how and if they do their tax stuff. Okay. That's not on us. Some people were talking about LSUs and how it could be taken differently from income and tax brackets. And that's great. And everyone has awesome opinions, and a lot of people are a lot smarter at this stuff than I am, but this is a passive income project.
And it's also up to each individual to look at your local laws and everything and regulations and make sure that you're doing everything properly and correctly. Everything changes from state to state, from country to country. So that's on you to make sure that you are aware and you know how the laws are affected in where you live.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the end of the day, we've done what we can to help you make the right choice, right? To be able to claim those rewards when you wish. And they won't go up in value. They won't go down in value, right? If you have 1,000 XRD and you just let it sit there, it's going to still be 1,000 XRD or 2,000 or 5,000 or 1,000,000, whatever. But yeah, that's the best we could do. So that's that. And real quick, DeFi has a good point here. 8 viewing and 6 likes. Please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share this. To be honest, I don't have it on Twitter this week. That's usually why we have a few hundred views live. The YouTube channel is still really, really new. So yeah, maybe I'll start pushing this to Twitter again, but we'll see. We'll see. Do you have a verified account, Yachts, on X?
On X, I don't, but I can work on that.
No, you don't have to get one. I have one. I just didn't know if you did, if you wanted to like take turns. 1 week it's yours, 1 week it's mine. It doesn't cost anything for me to put it on mine, but it's just.
I see.
Yeah, because it used to be, because I had Media Studio like 2 years ago when you had to get an invite only, and I actually hacked into it, and I got Media Studio for WenMan. That's why I used to be able to stream to the timeline in like 2021, 2022. But now that anybody can live stream, they actually put a limit on it where you have to have a verified account or else you cannot live stream. That's why I couldn't live stream this to the Dan Twitter page.
I see.
That's why I was using mine instead of Dan's. And who else is in here? Jimmy Bones jumped in. What's up, Jim? Steve, what's going on, Steve? And it is awesome. Dan is awesome. Go buy some Dan, people. What else were we going to touch on? There was staking. Oh, one other thing with staking, the extended lock. So some people have had questions about this. With the XRD payouts, you can claim that whenever you want. How the extended lock bonus works. We already have the multipliers figured out that will be released when staking is released. You'll be able to see, right? You'll just put in the amount of Dan that you're staking, right? Like a fucking bajillion Dan. And then when you click on these multipliers, which I can let you know now, it's going to be 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months. You'll actually see up top here if there is an extended lock bonus for that amount of time and how much you will actually get. There's a different percentage for 12, 18, and 24 months. Now that bonus Dan, that is released when you unstake at the end of your staking contract, right? That Dan is released into your wallet with your original tokens that you staked, and then you can turn right around and restake it if you want. So that's the one thing that you cannot claim with that claim button is that Dan. What else was there this week? Oh, Smash Cards. Almost forgot. Every week.
Right.
Yeah. Don't forget, people, every week after Radix Review. And by the way, we have a really cool one coming up this week. Let me see if I can find it. I know this isn't necessarily, let's see, there you go. It's not necessarily Dan stuff, but this week we're going to do a history of being early. And we're going to do a deep dive into early from the very beginning of that project until today. And kind of just how they got started and how they got to where they are as the #1 meme coin on Radix. We love that community over there. But every week after Radix Review, we play Smash Cards. And last week we had some people were upset that on their screen in Smash Cards, they were, let's say, how does it work? Like 3 people are in 4th, right? Everybody ties. And so it'll show different on each person's screen. On your screen, it'll show you as first. And so we had people arguing. Actually, you could probably explain this better than me with the kills and everything else. How did that work?
Yeah, so like when you're tied up, so it will automatically put you on the top. Or it will go by deaths. So say, for example, you got 10 kills and you only died 5 times, but someone else had 10 kills and they died, 8 times. You may be ranked better, but a lot of times too is it's whoever gets that kill last. So if you had 10 kills first and then someone else got 10 kills, it bumps them up and then they become, whatever it is, second place. So what we have to do is we have to decide, like, we can't. So if for example, everybody has 10 kills, we're not going to pay out every single person in the game. Dan, we just can't do that. That isn't feasible. That isn't viable for the project. Or
and for anyone that doesn't know, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. I did the math last week, Yachts. I don't know if you realize this, with paying 3 million, 2 million, and 1 million Dan to first, second, and third place for 3 rounds. We paid out over $70 USD during those 3 rounds. Wow. It's insane. So, and no other project does giveaways like Dan does. Come to our Discord also. It's insane in there when it comes to giveaways. But yeah, we can't do that, right? We just can't pay 5 people in third place. And honestly, the easiest way to do this, I think, and I'd said it last week and we'd said we'd talk about it. We did talk about it over the weekend. But the easiest way to do this, because not only are we running the game, right? We're running the game. We're taking screenshots. We're setting up the next round. It's just going to have to be whoever's running the game, right? Whether it's me or Yachts, or if one of our other mods does it on a certain week, whatever their screen says is the order that we pay out. Okay. None of us are good enough to ever be in the top 3. So don't worry about us winning. We suck. So yeah. And I guess the only other caveat would be if we are in first, second, or third, then we'll get skipped, whoever's running the game, and it'll go to the next person. But
absolutely. Yeah. I got third once, and then of course I passed it on to the 4th place because I'm not going to take wins on any contests and stuff like that.
Yeah. So that's it then. So that's how it's going to be with Smash Cards. I understand the logic behind it, but It's a lot of work to try to do very, very quickly. And especially if I'm running it, because I just got off an hour-long show. I have to edit that show and get it up on all these podcast platforms right after Smash Carts. And I'm trying to run the game at the same time. So
yeah, and we can also try different modes. We could do like the diamond mode, like where you find gems, and those are like very straightforward. It's like you either have 10 gems or you don't. And so we can try different modes like that too, and kind of change it up a bit, which is a little more straightforward. But yeah, going forward, that's how it's going to go. It's whatever our screen is. We'll post our screenshot, and it's the top 3. And if you didn't make it, good luck next time. You know, there's always next week, and there's tons of ways for you to win, Dan. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. And definitely come to the Discord, because there are giveaways in there every single day. Actually, here's the Discord right here. Where is it?
Yeah. And honestly, if you've got that airdrop of that NFT, you're missing out if you're not in the Discord, because that gives you that OG role. And once we start having giveaways in the Discord, you'll be getting a multiplier for having that in your wallet. So if you're not in the Discord, you're just missing opportunities, you know?
Yeah, we can do one tonight. Should we do one tonight, and we'll put a multiplier on the OGs? How much should we give away?
Why don't we give away we can give away 5 million. That's a pretty decent giveaway.
Yeah, it is. I want 5 million, Dan. All right, I got Me6 open right now, so we'll get that up there. All you have to do is come into the server. When you first get in here, you're not going to see all of these channels, right? But you will see this verification, right? You click the button, you have to verify, and then you have to go to verify wallet. And there's a bot here, a little video. It'll show you exactly how to do it. And it's actually extremely, extremely easy to verify. It costs 1 XRD. You just send that 1 XRD transaction with, there's a really long number that the bot will give you. You put that as a message in the transaction, and within minutes you're verified, and you can see all these channels. The beautiful thing about our Discord is, because it's for holders only, right? If you're not a holder, you can't even post links in this Discord. So it's great for keeping scammers out. You know, I haven't seen our Discord get botted yet since we've implemented this. So yeah, come in here, check it out. There's also the Rumbles every single night. See right here, here's one here. So actually there's one open. He hasn't run yet. So get in there and enter and kill your friends every day, giving away Dan.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we have the football pick'em. I haven't checked that. I'll be finishing up that in the coming days. Then we have our engagement giveaway as well, every Saturday. That's another way of winning, Dan. Yeah, there's a ton of chances to win. And if you have any issues, if you have any problems, tag me. I'm going to be up all night. I work third shift, so I'm always checking my phone. So when I'm on break, I can help you go through the process and everything like that too. So
hell yeah. And it just especially with the engagement giveaways, like, you people are already retweeting and liking and commenting on tweets from the Dan main account, right? You might as well be getting points for that. And every single Saturday we spin a wheel and give away more Dan. It's insane how much we give away. We're going to have to stop at some point. Probably when we go broke, we'll stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess that's basically it, right, man? Hopefully, huh?
I have one more. I have one more thing to add to that. Out of my personal wallet, I gave the Dan community a magic Kong, and I created the Dan Chilled Kong Guerrilla Militia. So we are now live on Chilled Kongs on Cardano, which is becoming multi-chain. I will be sending an email to that project to get Radix and Dan added to their network and their website. And so now we will be able to use that as an engagement bot to run campaigns. And we will also be entered in all the giveaways on Chilled Kongs. So if that wallet wins anything, we will directly take those winnings and put it up in our Discord for the Dan community. And usually there's Panda Society, Chilled Kongs, Vox Kongs, all that. So yeah, look out for that. And yeah, we're going to continue to build our utility for Dan. And so yeah.
Hell yeah, absolutely. For anyone that doesn't know, Chilled Kongs, like Yacht said, it's an NFT project on Cardano. It's been around for a really, really long time. And it's an amazing project with a really fucking cool community. And yeah, what Yachts has set us up for is really fucking cool, right? It's just another way to get more exposure for Dan and Radix on other blockchains. So thanks, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it, people. Sorry, I think we might have went a little long. We did. I always say we're going to keep this short, and then we never do. But don't forget, head on over to DanXRD.xyz to learn more. Because honestly, as soon as this staking does come out, I know it's taken a little bit of time. We are at the mercy of our developers, right? Mm-hmm. But speaking to Aaron, you've all met him. You all seen him on stream here twice, and he's been on Radix Review. He's doing what he's doing because he wants it to be the best, right? This guy doesn't put anything out that is not top of the line. And I'd rather have it take a little bit longer than we expected than be a half-assed product. You know what I mean? But once staking is out, this is lock staking. Our TVL is going to go through the fucking roof. And once those payouts start coming, it's that this price right now, if you're not holding a nice bag of Dan right now, you're going to be really fucking sad. We said this months ago when 100 million Dan was what, like $80, mm-hmm. And now it's a few hundred. How much is 100 million Dan right now? Hold on, we got to check.
I think it's like 340.
God damn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I can't see. There's a plant in the way. Oh, damn. $400, $393. It was over 400 this morning. And for most of you that are here, you remember when it was not even close to that, when we just started, and we're not done yet. So load your bags up, eat the dip, and yeah, we'll see you next week, same time, same place, and come by Radix Review. Beginning of every single episode, I always make sure if we have any more updates, we put them out there. Jeff Dukes bought back 100 million earlier today. You got to do it. Nice. Hell yeah. And see, Jeff Dukes is smart because we don't sell shame here. At the end of the day, we are all here to make money, right? Mm-hmm. And it's up to every individual to, if they want to get out early and make a couple bucks and, just throw away that lottery ticket for a Dan funded retirement, that's okay. Cause at least they made a couple bucks. But Jeff was doing it right. He was playing the chart, man. Like he'd sell on top, wait for a little dip, buy back in. So there you go. It's what you got to do. All right. So again, if anyone else has any questions, please hit us up in the Telegram, in the Discord, on Twitter, wherever. And we'll see you on Friday for Radix Review. And get in the Discord, damn it. Verify. I'll get that giveaway up as soon as we get off. Every holder can enter. But if you're an OG, if you have that OG NFT, like we promised, you will have an entry boost. It'll all be right there in the giveaway. It's real easy. You just click to enter. It'll probably run for, I don't know, what do you want to do? Like 3 days?
Yeah, 3 days is good.
All right, cool. All right, so get in there, people. And I'll see you later, man. Thanks for hanging out. How was the pizza?
On, everyone. Yeah, thanks.
All right, later, guys and girls.